On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
Impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Colony.
A country or an area that is governed by a more powerful country that is often far away.
Examples:
Plant a colony. A colony of bacteria. The colony declared its independence and became a republic.
Angel.
A spiritual being believed to be a messenger of God or a guardian of human beings, a person who is kind, helpful, or generous.
Examples:
Angel in heaven. Fallen angel. She believed a guardian angel was watching over her and keeping her safe.
Superintendent.
A person who is responsible for the management or supervision of a particular organization, institution, or system, especially in an educational or public service context.
Examples:
Superintendent office. School superintendent. The building superintendent was quick to fix the plumbing issue.
County.
An administrative division of a country or state, typically one of several comprising a larger division.
Examples:
County seat. Throughout the county. The county's population has been increasing rapidly in recent years.
Foothill.
A low hill at the base of a mountain or mountain range, typically found at the beginning of a slope or ascent and can have a significant impact on the local climate and ecology of an area.
Examples:
Foothill trail. Foothill region. The settlers built their homes in the foothills near the river.
Ridge.
A long, narrow, raised landform or rock formation.
Examples:
Top of the ridge. The ridge of the nose. The mountain range was full of rocky ridges and deep valleys.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Tweet.
A short, high sound made by a small bird, a message sent using Twitter, the social media application.
Examples:
A chick's tweet. His latest tweets. We could hear the tweet of baby birds.
Instruction.
Detailed direction, order, etc., on how to do or use something.
Examples.
Individual instruction. Follow his instructions. They needed further instruction to perform their duties efficiently.
Peel.
To remove the skin of fruit and vegetables.
Examples.
Peel a fruit. Peel off easily. The storm had peeled all paint off the siding.
Rickety.
Wobbly, unsteady, and likely to collapse.
Examples.
Rickety structure. Rickety chair. The old wooden bridge was rickety and swayed with every step.
Modern.
Of or belonging to the present time or recent times.
Examples.
Modern poetry. Pre-modern agricultural society. Their headquarters are in a modern skyscraper.
Cutting edge.
Being at the forefront of a particular field or development. Noun, the latest or most advanced stage in the development of a specific type of work or activity.
Examples.
Cutting-edge molecular biology. Cutting-edge design. The cutting-edge technology was revolutionary in its field.
Coal.
A combustible black or brownish-black sedimentary rock that is found below the ground and burnt to produce heat.
Examples.
A coal-fired ship. Construction of new coal plants. We combust coal and other fossil fuels to generate electricity.
Farmland.
Land used for farming or agricultural purposes.
Examples.
Farmland acreage. Fertile farmland. The government is encouraging farmers to expand their farmland to increase food production.
Rural.
Of or relating to the countryside.
Examples.
Rural accents. People in rural areas. Many rural areas are still impoverished.
Plow.
A farming implement used for breaking up and turning over the soil, especially before planting. Verb, to turn over and break up the soil in preparation for planting crops.
Examples.
Plow equipment. Deeply plow the soil. The farmer tied the yoke oxen to the plow.
Insight.
The ability to gain an accurate and deep understanding of people or situations, an accurate and deep understanding of what something is like.
Examples.
A profound insight. Share my insights. We gained various insights by analyzing the vast amount of data owned by the company.
Wisdom.
The quality of being wise, or the ability to use your knowledge and experience to make sensible decisions.
Examples:
a fountain of wisdom. Wisdom literature. The community greatly respected and sought after the older adult's wisdom.
Pass.
No longer fashionable or current, outdated, considered to be old-fashioned or out of date.
Examples:
Passé entertainment. Passé trend. Bell-bottom jeans, once considered passé fashion, have made a surprising comeback in recent years.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Par.
A state of being equal to someone or something.
Examples:
Above par performance. Not up to par. Shares in the company finally fell below their par value.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Intermittent.
Occurring at irregular intervals, not continuous or steady, stopping and starting periodically, sporadic.
Examples:
Intermittent fever. Intermittent Wi-Fi. The intermittent rain made it difficult to plan a picnic.
Sojourn.
To stay for a short time in a particular place, noun, a temporary stay.
Examples:
A place of sojourn. Sojourn in the historical city. After graduating, he decided to sojourn in Europe for a few months before starting work.
Mystical.
Relating to or characterized by spiritual powers, beyond ordinary understanding.
Examples:
Mystical intuition. Mystical belief. While meditating, he had a mystical experience and felt a sense of unity with the universe.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Robe.
A loose-fitting garment, typically a long flowing outer garment, often worn as a ceremonial or formal attire.
Examples:
Silk robe. Velvet robe. The wizard's robe was embroidered with golden stars and moons.
Beard.
Hair that grows on a man's face, often around the mouth and chin.
Examples:
A black beard. Shave my beard. He grew a thick beard to change his appearance.
Spiritual.
Relating to or affecting the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things.
Examples:
constant spiritual striving, spiritual leader. The meditation class was focused on finding inner peace and cultivating a more spiritual connection with the universe.
Enlightenment.
Education that results in understanding and the spread of knowledge.
Examples:
spiritual enlightenment, enlightenment activity. He finally brought his enlightenment to perfection.
Plead.
To make a serious and urgent request or appeal, especially for help or mercy.
Examples:
plead for mercy, plead a political cause. He pleaded with the authorities to release his son, who had been wrongly accused.
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
bachelor's degree, degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Experimental.
Relating to or based on new ideas, forms, methods, etc. that have not been tried before, usually to find out what effect they have.
Examples:
experimental data, experimental design. The product is still in the experimental stage.
Dentistry.
The branch of medicine that is concerned with the study, diagnosis, prevention, and treatment of diseases, disorders, and conditions of the oral cavity and associated structures, including teeth, gums, and jaws. The profession or practice of a dentist.
Examples:
cosmetic dentistry, pediatric dentistry. I have an appointment at the dentistry clinic for a checkup and cleaning.
Suit.
A set of clothes that are made from the same material, a claim or complaint that a person or organization can file in court against another party. Verb, to be fit or acceptable for.
Examples:
suit and tie restaurant, suit at law. 6 suits are awaiting trial or verdict.
Concession.
Something that is granted or given up, often in a negotiation or argument, a place or stand where goods or services are sold or provided, often in a public setting such as a stadium or amusement park.
Examples:
an oil concession, make a concession. The movie theater offered a special concession for seniors on Tuesdays.
Convention.
A large formal assembly of people who do a particular job or have a similar interest or of a political party, something regarded as a normative example.
Examples:
convention center, political convention. They met at biennial conventions.
Platform.
The raised flat space close to the track at a train station where passengers get on or off the train. Technology, a computational or digital environment in which a piece of software is executed.
Examples:
An arrival platform. A digital platform for enterprise. The speaker mounted the platform and started to speak.
Supervisor.
A person who oversees or directs the work of others.
Examples:
Supervisor of elections. Immediate supervisor. I have to check with my supervisor before making any changes.
Shock.
A strong feeling or physical reaction to a sudden and unexpected event or experience, especially something unpleasant.
Examples:
Death from shock. Shock resistant. He got an electric shock at work.
Stun.
To make a person or an animal unconscious or dizzy, especially by hitting them on the head, to make someone surprised or shocked greatly.
Examples:
Stun fish. Stun an audience. This sprinter stunned the world with his speed.
Template.
A pre-designed file or document used as a starting point for a particular application so that the format does not have to be created from scratch.
Examples:
Template file. Template design. The template format provided a useful guide for creating the budget.
Manual.
Done by hand rather than by machine. Noun, a book of instructions, especially for operating a machine or learning a subject.
Examples:
Car with manual transmissions. Look at the manual. This machine cuts metal by manual control.
Endeavor.
To make an earnest attempt or effort, to strive or work hard towards a goal or objective.
Examples:
Endeavor to succeed. Endeavor as much as possible. We will endeavor to find a solution to the problem as quickly as possible.
Stud.
A small object with a head on one end and a sharp point on the other, used for fastening clothing, leather, or other materials. An animal used for breeding, typically a male horse or bull that is of superior breeding stock. Verb, to decorate or adorn with studs, to provide with studs for support.
Examples:
Horse stud. Wall stud. He bought a new stud to attach the strap to his watch.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Filmmaker.
A person who makes films, typically as a profession.
Examples:
Nonfiction filmmaker. A successful filmmaker. The renowned filmmaker won several awards for his latest film.
Visionary.
Having or showing exceptional foresight and imagination, not practical or realizable, speculative.
Examples:
Visionary business. Visionary ideas. The visionary leader had a clear plan for the company's future.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Achievement.
A thing that someone has accomplished, primarily through their effort and ability.
Examples:
Student achievement. A remarkable achievement. This achievement has never been formally accepted.
Propose.
To make a proposal, declare a plan for something.
Examples:
Propose the amendment. Propose changes. I want to propose a toast in honor of our long-standing relationship.
Debt.
Something, especially money, goods, or services owed by one person to another, the state of owing something.
Examples:
Debt ceiling. Corporate debt. He became in debt after losing his job.
Sacrifice.
The act of killing an animal or person or surrendering a possession as an offering to a deity. Verb, to give up something important or valuable to help another person or get or do something that seems more important.
Examples:
Small sacrifice for a great cause. Sacrifice anything to get ahead. You cannot accomplish great things without a sacrifice of your time or money.
Testament.
A thing that proves the existence or truth of something else.
Examples:
Give properties by testament. Testament to the superior quality. His wealth is a testament to his success.
Eerie.
Strange or frightening, suggestive of the supernatural.
Examples:
Eerie silence. The eerie whistle of dropping bombs. The street was entirely silent and a bit eerie.
Sensation.
A feeling associated with stimulation of a sense organ or with a specific body condition, a general feeling of interest and excitement.
Examples:
Cause a widespread sensation. Taste sensation. If you apply this ointment, you may feel a mild burning sensation.
Literally.
In the real or original meaning of a word or phrase, in a literal sense or way, not figuratively.
Examples.
Translate literally. Bite his tongue literally. He literally jumped out of his chair when he heard the news.
Disappear.
To cease to exist or be visible.
Examples.
Disappear without a trace. Disappear after a week. They watched the train disappear into the distance.
Geometry.
The area of pure mathematics that deals with the points, lines, curves, and surfaces.
Examples.
Euclidean geometry. Spherical geometry. The mathematician pioneered fractal geometry.
Wry.
Using or expressing dry or ironic humor, often with a twisted or distorted facial expression.
Examples.
Wry observation. Wry smile. I couldn't help but grin at his wry sense of humor.
Handlebar.
A horizontal bar or rod attached to the front fork of a bicycle, motorcycle, or other vehicles, used as a handle for steering the vehicle.
Examples.
Handlebar mustache. Grip handlebar. My bike's handlebar is loose and needs to be tightened before I can ride it safely.
Mustache.
An unshaved growth of hair on the upper lip.
Examples.
A gray mustache. Big mustache. The actor's mustache has become an icon.
Polo.
A sport played on horseback in which two teams try to hit a ball through a goal using long-handled mallets.
Examples.
Polo shirt. Polo championship. I watched a thrilling polo match at the club over the weekend.
Flash.
A sudden intense burst of radiant energy, a momentary brightness.
Examples.
A flash of lightning. Brilliant flash. These heavy rains caused flash floods on several islands.
Intense.
Especially of a feeling, very strong, extremely sharp or severe.
Examples.
Intense heat. Develop intense itching. That statement by the Prime Minister drew intense international criticism.
Pearl.
A hard, roundish object found within the shells of certain mollusks and used as a gem.
Examples.
A cultured pearl. Pearl beyond price. She wore a pearl necklace passed down to her from her grandmother.
Heel.
The rounded back part of the foot below the ankle. Someone who is morally reprehensible. Verb, to follow someone or something.
Examples.
Heel bone. Heel wrestler. She wore high heels to the party.
Elementary.
Relating to the first principles or fundamental parts of a subject, fundamental or basic, often used to refer to a school or level of education that covers the fundamental principles of various subjects.
Examples:
Elementary math. Elementary level. Elementary school students must learn basic math and reading skills.
Stare.
To gaze or look fixedly and intently at someone or something, often in a questioning, curious, or suspicious manner. Noun, a fixed, intense, and prolonged gaze or look.
Examples:
Stare blankly. Give a menacing stare. He couldn't help but stare at the beautiful sunset over the ocean.
Repertoire.
The range or variety of skills, abilities, performances, or works that a person or group is capable of producing or performing. The entire body of works that is available to an individual or group to choose from when performing or producing something.
Examples:
Musical repertoire. Cooking repertoire. The chef's repertoire of dishes includes both classic and innovative recipes.
Mentor.
A person who helps and advises a younger or less experienced person over time, usually at work or school.
Examples:
Mentor for life. Fashion mentor. As a mentor, he helped me realize my career.
Inventive.
Able to come up with novel and unique ideas.
Examples:
Have the inventive talent. Inventive approach. All language around the world is consistently inventive, but not intrusive.
Spatial.
Of or relating space and the position, area, and size of things.
Examples:
Spatial ability. Spatial distribution. He carefully determined the spatial relations of every piece of the stage set.
Segregate.
To separate or set apart from others, often based on race, gender, or some other characteristic.
Examples:
Segregate by race. Segregate boys and girls. The school board decided to segregate students by the ability to meet their needs better.
Inspiration.
Something that motivates or encourages someone to create or achieve something, or a feeling of excitement or creativity.
Examples:
Source of inspiration. Get inspiration from nature. He found inspiration in the works of his favorite authors.
Gesture.
A movement of the hands, head, or face that express a particular meaning.
Examples:
Gesture of goodwill. Hand gesture. She made a facial gesture to express disagreement.
Continuation.
The act of carrying something on over time without interruption.
Examples:
Continuation ceremony. Continuation of trial. The present economic policy is a continuation of the preceding one.
Generation.
All the people born and living at about the same time, regarded collectively, the production of heat or electricity.
Examples:
Generation gap. The generation of electricity. The younger generation has different values and beliefs than the older one.
Amazing.
Extremely surprising, especially in a way that you like or admire.
Examples:
Amazing advances. The most amazing feeling. The golfer recorded an amazing distance.
Lineage.
The ancestry of a person, group, or species.
Examples:
Maternal lineage. Lineage tree. Scientists traced the lineage of the species back millions of years by studying fossils.
Standing.
Existing or remaining upright, having a vertical position, noun, social, financial, or professional status or reputation.
Examples:
Standing water. His social standing. The standing concert was packed with fans.
Plywood.
A strong, flexible, and lightweight engineered wood made of thin layers of wood veneer that have been glued together at alternating, perpendicular angles.
Examples:
Flexible plywood. Plywood furniture. Manufacturing companies use large sheets of plywood to make furniture and fixtures.
Urban.
Relating to or located in a town or city.
Examples:
Urban planning. Urban property owners. Only a small number of urban utilities offer sanitation services.
Immerse.
To become fully involved in a particular activity, to dip or submerge in a liquid, especially so that they or it are entirely covered.
Examples:
Immerse the cloth in the dye. Completely immerse the ingredient. He immersed himself in his research.
Interactive.
Acting reciprocally, mutually responsive.
Examples:
Interactive experience. An interactive device. The new video game has an interactive storyline that allows players to make choices that affect the game's outcome.
Evolve.
To develop gradually, or to cause the development of something or someone gradually.
Examples:
Evolve. Evolve over the past decade. Eyeless fish evolved in dark caves.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Layer.
A sheet, quantity, or thickness of the material, typically one of several, covering a surface or body, a level or part within a system or set of ideas.
Examples:
Layer cake. Layer of paint. The layer of frost on the ground was so thick it was difficult to walk on.
Plexiglass.
A transparent plastic material that is often used as a substitute for glass in various applications, such as airplane windows and aquariums.
Examples:
Plexiglass partition. Plexiglass window. The plexiglass shield protected the workers from flying debris.
Satellite.
An electronic device that is sent up into space and moves around the Earth or another planet, used for gathering information or communicating by radio, television, etc.
Examples:
A GPS satellite. A meteorological satellite. Launching an artificial satellite contributed to the technological development of our country.
Asteroid.
A small rocky body orbiting the Sun, typically in the region between Mars and Jupiter.
Examples:
Asteroid mining. Asteroid explorer. Scientists are studying the composition and origins of the asteroid belt to understand the early solar system better.
Puffy.
Swollen or distended, especially with air or gas.
Examples:
Puffy offshore winds. Puffy eyes. His cheeks looked puffy after he overate junk food.
Cotton.
A plant that is grown in warm countries and bears bolls containing seeds with soft and long hairs that are made into textile fiber and thread for sewing.
Examples:
Cotton cloth. Culture of cotton. The price of raw cotton continued to rise.
Territorial.
Related to a specific country's ownership of land or water.
Examples:
Territorial integrity. Territorial aggression. The ship will not enter Chinese territorial seas.
Undersea.
Located or occurring beneath the surface of the sea.
Examples:
Undersea earthquake. Undersea habitat. The undersea environment is very different from the surface, with unique flora and fauna.
Submarine.
A type of underwater vehicle or vessel that can operate beneath the surface of the water. Adjective, beneath the surface of the sea.
Examples:
A submarine volcano. Submarine cable. The military submarine disappeared without a trace.
Asset.
Something or someone that is useful or valuable quality, skill, etc., valuable property.
Examples:
Frozen assets. Liquid assets of the company. A sense of humor is an invaluable asset in this job.
Commerce.
The activity of buying and selling things, especially on a large scale.
Examples:
Interstate commerce. The local chamber of commerce. This company has invested heavily in internet commerce.
Military.
Relating to or characteristic of members of the armed forces, of or relating to war or warfare.
Examples:
A military operation. A military leader. The military academy was known for its strict discipline and training.
Cabinet.
A piece of furniture with doors, shelves, and drawers used for storage or display. A small group of senior members of a government who act as official advisors for the president or prime minister.
Examples:
Member of the cabinet. The cabinet above the sink. The Prime Minister decided to reshuffle his cabinet to regain support.
Prime.
Main or most important, basic, prime number, noun, a natural number greater than one that cannot be formed by multiplying two smaller natural numbers. Example: 2, 3, 5, 7, 11 and 13.
Examples:
Prime number. Deputy Prime Minister. After a thorough investigation, she has been named as the prime suspect.
Minister.
A person appointed to or a job of a head of a government department.
Examples:
Minister for Education. Deputy Prime Minister. The minister occasionally preaches at this church.
Secretary.
A person whose job is to deal with correspondence, keep records, and do administrative work for a company or organization.
Examples:
A confidential secretary. Secretary General. The chief secretary was responsible for organizing the meeting.
Defend.
To protect someone or something from attack, criticism, danger, etc.
Examples:
Defend my country. Defend against a threat. International law allows each nation to defend itself when its rights and interests are illegally violated.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Nation.
A large organized community of people living in a particular country or region and having a particular culture.
Examples:
Nation-state. A seafaring nation. The nation of Japan is known for its unique culture and advanced technology.
Goddess.
A female god, especially in ancient mythology, a woman who is worshipped or adored.
Examples:
A goddess of beauty. Winged goddess of victory. The festival was held in honor of the harvest goddess.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Crisis.
A time of great disagreement, confusion, or danger when problems must be resolved or critical decisions must be taken.
Examples:
Financial crisis. Crisis management. The Chinese word for crisis comprises two characters, one for danger and the other for opportunity.
Interlocking.
Fitting or locking together in a way that makes a continuous and secure whole.
Examples:
Interlocking braid. Interlocking mechanism. The interlocking puzzle pieces were difficult to separate.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Matrix.
A rectangular array of numbers, symbols, or expressions, arranged in rows and columns and often enclosed in brackets, an enclosure within which something originates or develops.
Examples:
The matrix of Western civilization. Matrix multiplication. The matrix of numbers on the spreadsheet allowed the accountant to track the company's profits and losses easily.
Ethnic.
Relating or belonging to a group of people who share a cultural tradition.
Examples:
Ethnic minority. Single ethnic group. Each ethnic group has its unique rituals.
Minority.
The smaller part of a group, especially a number or part representing less than half of the whole, a period before adult legal age.
Examples:
A minority position. Number of minority students. Some ethnic minority groups experience discrimination in society.
Tension.
A state of mental or emotional strain or excitement, the state of being stretched tight.
Examples:
Tension headache. A high tension wire. The tension in the room was palpable as the team waited for their leader to speak.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Spill.
To cause or allow liquid to run or flow over the edge of its container by accident.
Examples:
Spill a bit of wine. Spill my heart. He was determined to spill everything.
Proliferation.
A rapid or uncontrolled increase in the number or amount of something, the process of growing, producing, or spreading rapidly and excessively.
Examples:
Nuclear proliferation. The proliferation of social media. The proliferation of fast food restaurants has contributed to the obesity epidemic.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Dispute.
A disagreement, argument, or controversy between two people, groups, or countries, especially a formal one.
Examples:
A legal dispute over the title. Dispute settlement. The dispute over the ownership of the land has been ongoing for years.
Breakaway.
A sudden separation or detachment from a larger group or body, often associated with swift movement or action to gain independence or escape, a type of goal or score in sports where a player breaks away from defenders to have a clear shot at the opposing team's goal.
Examples:
The breakaway faction of the political party. The breakaway goal. The leader of the breakaway group was a former high-ranking member of the original organization.
Republic.
A state or country in which the people and their elected representatives hold supreme power and which has an elected or nominated president rather than a monarch.
Examples:
Republic democracy. The Republic of Art. The United States is a federal presidential constitutional republic.
Famine.
A severe shortage of food, often caused by drought, war, or economic reasons.
Examples:
Famine relief. Coal famine. The severe famine caused by the drought has left many people without food.
Endangered.
At risk of extinction because it is facing significant threats.
Examples:
Endangered species. Endangered ecosystem. The government has implemented policies to protect the habitat of endangered animals.
Gore.
To pierce with a sharp object, causing injury or death. Noun, coagulated blood from a wound.
Examples:
Gore him with a weapon. Gore scene. The hunter gored the deer with an arrow.
Saboteur.
A person who engages in sabotage, which involves damaging, disrupting, or undermining a process, system, organization, or cause, often for political or ideological reasons.
Examples:
Saboteur activities. Social saboteur. As an industrial saboteur, his job was infiltrating rival companies and disrupting their operations.
Troublemaker.
A person who intentionally causes difficulties or problems for others, often by disruptive or provocative behavior. A person who tends to create or attract trouble or controversy.
Examples:
Troublemaker kid. Accused troublemaker. The teacher had to reprimand the troublemaker in class constantly.
Undermine.
To make someone or something less powerful, less effective, weaker gradually, to make someone's fame, competence, or authority less effective or weaker gradually.
Examples:
Undermine a good relationship. Undermine their adversary's reputation. They tried to undermine her position by slandering her.
Misinformation.
Information that is false or inaccurate, or the act of giving wrong information, especially deliberately.
Examples:
Misinformation about a vaccine. Combat misinformation on social media. The government called for caution against pseudoscientific misinformation about vaccines.
Ambiguity.
The quality of being open to more than one interpretation, the uncertainty of meaning.
Examples:
Free from ambiguity. Avoid ambiguity in writing. The ambiguity in the instructions made it difficult for her to complete the task.
Irrelevant.
Not connected with or related to something and therefore not important.
Examples:
An irrelevant thought. Do something irrelevant. They removed irrelevant content from the slides.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples:
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Destruction.
The act of causing so much damage to something.
Examples:
Path of destruction. Cyclonic destruction. The extinction of several subspecies has been linked to climate change and habitat destruction.
Overlook.
To fail to notice something, to watch over someone, to provide a view from above.
Examples:
Overlook a street. Overlook that fact. We cannot overlook an opportunity for great success.
Short-sighted.
Lacking foresight or consideration for future consequences, not planning or preparing adequately for something that will happen in the future.
Examples:
Short-sighted decision. Short-sighted politician. His short-sighted approach to the situation cost him more in the long run.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Impulsive.
Acting suddenly without any planning and without considering the effects they may have.
Examples:
An impulsive force. Do impulsive buying. He regrets the impulsive behavior he took in his drunken state.
Consequent.
Resulting or following as a result of something else. Noun, something that is logical or naturally follows from something else.
Examples:
Consequent increase. The fallacy of affirming the consequent. The increase in demand for the product led to a consequent rise in its price.
Brand.
A type of product, service, etc., made by a particular company and sold under a specific name, identification mark on the skin of livestock, criminals, etc., made by burning.
Examples:
Create a brand logo. The brand of the new car. There's a new brand of hero in the movies now.
Evolution.
A gradual process of transformation of living things.
Examples:
Human evolution. Evolution theory. They study the evolution of the universe.
Quarterly.
Happening every 3 months.
Examples:
Quarterly publication. Quarterly review. The company released its quarterly earnings report.
Clarify.
To make something, such as a statement or situation, less confusing and more understandable.
Examples:
Clarify a goal. clarify his feelings. The police tried to clarify the facts concerning her death.
Facilitate.
To make something easier or more likely to happen.
Examples:
Facilitate a smooth transition. Facilitate the process. The company implemented a new software system to facilitate employee communication and collaboration.
Policy.
A set of rules, guidelines, principles, or procedures that govern decision-making or action, often used in the context of business or government. A course of action or plan of action adopted or followed by an organization or individual to achieve a goal or objective.
Examples:
Health policy. Foreign policy. The company's new policy on remote work has made it a more inclusive workplace.
Whatsoever.
Not at all, no matter what.
Examples:
Whatsoever it be. Without impact whatsoever. He refused to do anything whatsoever to help her.
Hunt.
To go after and try to catch wild animals to kill them for food, sport, or profit.
Examples:
Hunt a job. Hunt after knowledge. Hounds hunt their prey by using their keen scent.
Mess.
A state of confusion, dirtiness, or untidiness. Verb, to fail to do something or to make something dirty or untidy.
Examples:
Have a whole mess. Get into a mess. He made a frightful mess in his room.
Apologize.
To express regret for committing wrongdoing or causing a problem.
Examples:
Apologize for being late. Apologize ahead of time. I apologize for neglecting your email.
Sincere.
Of a person, feelings, or behavior, open and genuine, not deceitful.
Examples:
A sincere man. Express sincere regret. Please accept my sincere condolences on your friend's death.
Apology.
An act of saying or writing that you are sorry for something that has been done wrong or that causes a trouble.
Examples:
Genuine apology. Accept his apology. She wrote a letter of apology to the renter.
Negotiation.
The process of discussing and reaching an agreement with others.
Examples:
Negotiation process. Negotiation skills. The negotiation between the two countries was a delicate and complex process.
Cede.
To give up, surrender, or transfer possession or control of something, especially territory, power, or authority.
Examples:
Cede power. cede custody of the kids. The landowner agreed to cede part of his property to the government for the public good.
Dedication.
A lot of time and energy that someone puts in for an activity or purpose because they believe it is important.
Examples:
dedication to public service, dedication ceremony. We are very impressed with your strong dedication to quality.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
conversation in English, a friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Collective.
Done or shared by every member of a group of people.
Examples:
right to collective bargaining, collective ownership. Product development is a collective effort.
Openly.
Without hiding any of your feelings, opinions, or facts, frankly and trustfully.
Examples:
openly break the law, openly discuss disagreement. He openly apologized for his mistake.
Magical.
Produced by or containing supernatural powers.
Examples:
magical place, magical powers. When I was a child, my mother often cast magical spells to ease my pain whenever I was injured.
Poorest.
Having the least wealth or resources.
Examples:
poorest of the poor, poorest area. The poorest countries in the world often have the highest rates of malnutrition.
Core.
A large group of people trained and organized for a particular purpose, such as the military or a performing arts troupe.
Examples:
airborne corps, corps artillery. The corps arrived at the front lines just in time to reinforce the exhausted soldiers.
Fourth.
Forward, outward, or onward in location, direction, or progress, into view or consideration, with confidence, boldness, or in the open.
Examples:
bring forth a beautiful vase, call forth demand. I pushed forth with my new project, even though it would take much hard work.
Wealth.
A large amount of money, property, or other things that someone or an organization owns.
Examples:
majority of his wealth, material wealth. The wealth inequality was unavoidable.
Provocation.
Action or speech that intentionally causes someone to become angry, irritated, or frustrated, a reason or motive for something, often negative or undesired.
Examples:
provocation tactics, verbal provocation. The politician's speech was seen as a provocation to the opposition party.
Suddenly.
Quickly and unexpectedly.
Examples:
Suddenly attacked by an enemy. Die suddenly. Who answers suddenly knows little.
March.
To walk militarily with stiff, regular steps.
Examples:
March against the war. March east. The troops marched shoulder to shoulder.
Reserve.
To keep something for future use or contingency, to obtain or arrange something, such as a meeting, seat, etc., in advance.
Examples:
Reserve the right. Reserve a concert ticket. You can easily reserve seats over the telephone.
Surround.
To be all around something or somebody.
Examples:
Surround a town. A stone wall surrounds the palace. On 3 sides, mountains surround the settlement.
Fir.
A type of tall evergreen tree that is native to the northern hemisphere, with needle-like leaves and cones that stand upright on the branches.
Examples:
Fir branch. Fir forest. The smell of fresh fir trees filled the air at the Christmas tree farm.
Secured.
Fixed or fastened firmly in place, made safe or protected from harm or danger.
Examples:
Secured loans. Secured credit card. The secured room was only accessible with a special key card.
Conduct.
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
Conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Operate.
To work in a particular way, to supervise something.
Examples:
Operate 24 hours a day. Manually operate a machine. This machine is too difficult to operate for me.
Fuel.
A substance that is typically burned to generate heat or energy.
Examples:
Biomass fuel. Smokeless fuel. The manufacturing sector was most severely impacted by the fuel scarcity.
Supple.
Flexible and easy to bend or move, gracefully agile, adaptable or responsive to change or new ideas.
Examples:
Supple muscles. Supple leather. The ballerina's supple movements left the audience mesmerized.
Upset.
Causing or marked by anxiety, uneasiness, trouble, or grief. Verb, to make someone anxious, unhappy, or angry.
Examples:
get upset, have an upset stomach. He was awfully upset by the news.
Breach:
a break or opening, often in a wall or barrier, which enables passage or entry, a violation or infraction of a law, agreement, or duty, often resulting in legal action or punishment.
Examples:
security breach, breach of privacy. The company's data breach compromised thousands of customers' personal information.
Opponent:
a person against whom you are playing or fighting in a game, competition, debate, etc.
Examples:
computer opponent, death penalty opponent. He was attempting to confuse his opponent.
Offensive:
rude in a way that causes someone to feel anger, annoyance, or resentment, for the purpose of attack rather than defense.
Examples:
assume the offensive, an offensive smell. His offensive philosophy in business led to many hostile takeovers.
Dominate:
to have or control a lot of power and influence over somebody or something.
Examples:
dominate possession, dominate over the weak. The perspective of his right brain dominates his consciousness.
Vector:
a quantity that has both magnitude and direction, often used in mathematics, physics, and engineering to describe forces, velocities, or other physical phenomena, any agent, person or animal, or microorganism that carries and transmits a disease.
Examples:
disease vector, a vector operation. The mosquito is a common vector for many diseases, including malaria and Zika.
Trend:
a general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
an international trend, the trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Intention:
something you want to do and are going to do.
Examples:
intention behind his decision, clear intention. Our CEO's intentions are always transparent and straightforward.
Philosophy:
the study of general and fundamental questions, such as those about existence, reason, knowledge, values, mind.
Examples:
philosophy of education, Western philosophy. Ethics is a branch of philosophy.
Decision:
the act or process of making up someone's mind about something, a choice or judgment reached after considering options.
Examples:
decision authority, a selfish decision. She was struggling to make a decision between two job offers.
Avert.
To prevent something dangerous or undesirable from happening.
Examples:
Avert disaster. Avert a strike. The dam systematically releases large amounts of water to avert flooding during the rainy season.
Discuss.
To talk about or examine in detail, through conversation or debate, to exchange ideas, opinions, or information on a particular topic.
Examples:
Discuss options. Discuss solutions. We need to discuss the next steps for the project during our meeting tomorrow.
Conditional.
Depending on a specific condition or circumstance, imposed or subject to certain conditions or restrictions.
Examples:
Conditional offer. Conditional release. The conditional statement in the program tells the computer what to do next.
Situ.
Short for situated, meaning located or placed in a particular position or circumstance.
Examples:
Ex situ conservation. In situ control. Melanoma in situ is considered the earliest stage of melanoma and has a high cure rate with appropriate treatment.
Spontaneously.
In a way that is natural, not planned or forced, and often sudden.
Examples:
Recover spontaneously after 5 days. This shift occurs spontaneously. The electrical cord spontaneously combusted.
Commander.
A person who holds authority or control over a group or organization, particularly in a military, naval, or aerospace context, an official in charge of a particular aspect of operations, such as a commander of a ship or a commander of the Air Force.
Examples:
Commander-in-Chief. Police commander. The military commander led their troops into battle with precision and strategic planning.
Wage.
A particular amount of money that somebody earns, usually every week or every month, for work or services.
Examples:
Unpaid wages. Increase in the minimum wage. His wages continued to rise as his skills improved.
Troop.
A group of soldiers, especially a large one, a group of people, animals, or things considered as a unit.
Examples:
The members of a military troop. A troop of deer. The troop of soldiers marched through the city in a parade.
Toy.
A thing, typically a small model or replica of something that is played with, especially by children.
Examples:
Toy store. Toy box. He gave his daughter a new toy for her birthday.
Fictional.
Imaginary and not real, of or related to literary fiction.
Examples:
fictional character. Non-fictional text. The names of the company are entirely fictional.
Condolence.
Sympathy or expression of sympathy offered to someone who has experienced a loss or tragedy, an expression of comfort or consolation.
Examples:
Express condolences. Sincere condolences. Sending a condolence card is a small gesture that can bring comfort to someone who is grieving.
Commit.
To do something illegal or wrong.
Examples:
Commit suicide. Commit mistakes. The military has committed an abuse of human rights.
Combat.
A fight or battle, usually between opposing military forces, an engagement in which opposing parties attempt to defeat each other by force.
Examples:
Combat zone. Hand-to-hand combat. The veteran was honored for his service in combat.
Gamely.
In a spirited, brave, or determined manner, with enthusiasm or good sportsmanship.
Examples:
Gamely accept. Gamely compete. Despite the injury, he gamely continued playing in the basketball game.
Gloat.
To express or feel great pleasure or satisfaction in one's success or good fortune, often at the expense of others, to rub in or show off in a boastful or taunting manner.
Examples:
Gloat over my success. Gloat with satisfaction. After winning the championship, he couldn't help but gloat about his victory to his opponents.
Occurrence.
An event, incident, or happening, something that happens or takes place.
Examples:
Rare occurrence. Frequent occurrence. The doctor said that the occurrence of these symptoms may indicate a more serious condition.
Weird.
Extraordinary, unexpected, or difficult to explain.
Examples:
A weird dress. The state of being weird. My computer has been acting weird recently.
Chill.
A feeling of coldness that makes one shiver. Verb, to make cool or cooler.
Examples:
The chill of autumn. Feel a slight chill. His swear words cast a chill on the party.
Engagement.
A mutual promise to marry someone, an agreement to do something, especially at a particular time.
Examples:
A prior engagement. Break off an engagement. They selected a gorgeous diamond engagement ring.
Evident.
Apparent to the mind, senses, or judgment.
Examples:
Evident to all. Plainly evident. With evident joy, he signed his name.
Assess.
To judge or decide the nature or quality of someone or something.
Examples.
Assess a tax of £10. Assess the quality. Our company needs to assess the business impact of climate change.
Authentic.
Known to be real and what people say it is, not a fake or copy.
Examples.
An authentic signature. The sets were meticulously authentic. The stages of the play were meticulously authentic.
Session.
A formal meeting or series of meetings for the execution of a particular group's functions, a period spent doing a particular activity.
Examples.
The morning session. The court session. Parliament is now in session.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples.
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Trillion.
The number 1 trillion, a million million.
Examples.
Trillion cubic feet. Many trillions of dollars. 1 light year is nearly 6 trillion miles.
Calculate.
To judge or find out the amount or number of something by using mathematics.
Examples.
Calculate the distance. Calculate his credit score. He couldn't calculate the actual value of the artwork.
Fiscal.
Relating to government revenue and expenditures, relating to financial matters.
Examples.
Fiscal policy. Fiscal year. The government is facing a fiscal crisis due to high levels of debt.
Approaching.
Drawing nearer in time or space, coming close to someone or something.
Examples.
Approaching deadline. Approaching retirement. The approaching storm clouds filled the sky with ominous darkness.
Cut off.
A point or level beyond which something will not be tolerated or allowed, the act of stopping or interrupting the supply of something.
Examples.
Cut off frequency. A cutoff point. The cutoff date for submitting applications was fast approaching.
Despair.
The feeling that there is no hope and you cannot do anything to improve a difficult situation.
Examples.
Despair at the future. Untold despair. His friend's death drove him to despair.
Settle.
To reach an agreement of disagreement.
Examples:
settle a dispute, settle down in the town. I don't want to settle for second best.
Dejected.
Feeling or showing sadness, lack of hope, or confidence, disheartened, depressed.
Examples:
look dejected. A dejected expression. After receiving a rejection letter from the job interview, she felt dejected and hopeless.
Grab.
To take hold of something or someone suddenly with a hand, especially in a violent way.
Examples:
grab an audience, grab an opportunity. Shall we grab a bite to eat?
Convene.
To come or bring together a group of people for a meeting or activity.
Examples:
convene a press conference, convene the council. The Parliament will convene at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Scream.
To give a loud, high shout suddenly, especially because of fear, anger, excitement, etc., to utter or declare in a very loud voice.
Examples:
scream a profanity, scream at him to be quiet. She kept screaming for an ambulance.
Yell.
To shout in a sudden and loud way.
Examples:
yell for help. Yell as loud as we can. When I asked my father for more money, he became furious and yelled at me.
Dossier.
A collection or file of documents, information, or records compiled about a particular person, subject, or event, often used for investigative or background purposes.
Examples:
confidential dossier. Compile a dossier on the suspect. The detective examined the dossier of evidence, trying to piece together the case details.
Gesticulate.
To make gestures, especially with one's hands or arms, while speaking or expressing oneself. To convey emotions or thoughts using dramatic or vigorous gestures.
Examples:
gesticulate to communicate with friends. Gesticulate with his hands. The speaker gesticulated wildly as they spoke, emphasizing their words.
Principal.
Most important, main, or chief.
Examples:
principal actor. Principal responsible. The principal reason for the company's success is its innovative products.
Doll.
A child's toy that typically represents a human figure, especially a young girl, an attractive woman, a woman who is subservient or passive.
Examples:
plastic doll, rag doll. The antique doll was worth thousands of dollars.
Donation.
A voluntary gift of money, service, or ideas that are given to a person or an organization, or the act of giving them.
Examples:
Make a donation. Political donation. He made a generous donation to the charity.
Spontaneous.
Happening or being done naturally, often unexpected way, without being made to happen.
Examples:
A spontaneous behavior. Spontaneous labor. The crowd broke out into spontaneous laughter.
Compassion.
A strong feeling of sympathy and sadness for another's suffering or bad luck.
Examples:
Feel compassion for the poor. Have compassion toward the accident. His infinite love and compassion for everyone never weary.
Unexpected.
Not anticipated or regarded as likely to happen.
Examples:
An unexpected visitor. Some unexpected events. The unexpected rainstorm caused the collapse of the corral.
Unpredictable.
Not capable of being foreseen or calculated, not regular or certain.
Examples:
Dangerously unpredictable person. Unpredictable outcome. The weather in this region is often unpredictable, with sudden rainstorms and strong winds.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
Economy of scale. Economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Warfare.
The use of military force to achieve political, economic, or social objectives.
Examples:
Warfare aircraft. Spiritual warfare. The country has been engaged in a prolonged conflict, with both sides using modern warfare tactics.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples:
Adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Bloodless.
Lacking any evidence of violence, injury, or blood, figuratively, lacking emotional or visceral impact or intensity.
Examples:
Bloodless medicine. Bloodless battlefield. The surgery was performed with such precision that it was a nearly bloodless procedure.
Critic.
Someone who expresses opinions about the quality of books, music, etc.
Examples:
Art critic. Severe critic. Advocates for legal reform hear less harsh words from their critics.
Creative.
Relating to or involving the use of skill and original and unusual ideas to create something.
Examples:
Creative writing. Barren of creative spirit. All the supervisor has to do is assign tasks that make his subordinates more creative.
Lever.
A handle used to operate a vehicle or a machine, a rigid bar resting on a pivot so that one end of it can be pushed or pulled easily.
Examples:
A gear change lever. Lever for reform. This initiative will be a lever for increasing company sales.
Behalf.
Represent, advantage, benefit, the interest of someone.
Examples:
On behalf of our management. On his own behalf. I gave witness on her behalf.